Luke, how you
Hey,
doing?
good, and yourself?
Yeah, great, man. Great.
That's
It's good to
good.
be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We're the Everblack Podcast. How are we?
Cool. Yeah, amazing. It's counting down the days to the album coming out, so a long time coming, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're all excited for it. Where are you currently? At home or out and
Yeah,
about?
I'm just at home, in my bedroom actually, on the Gold Coast. So
Oh,
yeah,
yep.
the Sunshine State.
Nice, nice. That's where we are. That's where I am. So we know exactly
Oh,
how it
true.
is. So
Cool. Locals.
yeah, that's it. So I mean, what you guys are originally from Taree down that way, aren't
Yeah,
we? Wha-
yeah. So my brother and I were born in Taree, and same with Alex, our bass player.
Yep.
And our drummer was born in Sydney. So we're all New South Wales boys, but we're all a bit spread out now. Alex is in Newcastle, Braids and I are on the Gold Coast, Liam's
Yep.
in Adelaide. So yeah,
All around. And
yeah.
how do you find, like, do you find you notice much difference within the music scenes compared to the other states, or?
I think definitely being in Diamond Construct, and seeing like the Brisbane shows compared to some of the other states and stuff, it's so much more hectic for us here, I feel, because we've kind of been living here for the last 4 years. And even when we lived in Taree, we played Brisbane probably the most out of any other city. So it's always been good to us up here.
Yep, no, definitely. And we love everyone that comes here, so um it's always good to have the locals as well as the out of staters as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's been a busy start to the year for you guys. You've
Yep.
already kicked off pretty well. Cult Fest recently, how was that?
Yeah, that was honestly incredible. For being, I think we were maybe the third or fourth band on the day. I feel like we had an insane reception, and it almost felt like, in the 30 minutes that we were playing, like it was really our stage. And that's a good sign to feel like that we had so many of our fans there. And I'm sure they're fans of the other bands as well, but that was great. And it was obviously the last show of the tour with Amur and 1056, and every single one of those shows was incredible because it was such a stacked lineup within our genre, and I feel like we really fit the bill for that one. So yeah, started off the year really well.
Yeah, yeah, it was huge. And unfortunately, I missed it. I was very devastated on that one, but what can you
Uh,
do? It looked
next time.
incredible. There was some great artists on that lineup. So, and you guys fit, like I said, fit pretty well to it. So it was really good from what I saw. Did you check anyone else out in particular? Like, did you just watch it from
Yep.
where you were?
Yep. So I was at the merch desk a lot of the day, but I poked my head in, for Ocean Grove. Obviously, like they've been one of my favorite bands of the modern era in Australia. And obviously, I've got to watch Amur because they're my favorite band. I saw Alf Wolf as well because they're our boys. So yeah, I saw a handful of bands.
Yep, yep. And do you find you take a lot of time to do that, like on other tours as well? Do you take the time to watch other bands, or do I know a lot? Some
Yeah.
people, I won't say a lot, but some people, they stick to their prep, they do their thing, and then they leave. Like I actually quite enjoy
Yep.
seeing other bands, checking out other bands, and supporting them, and like it's awesome.
Yeah. 100%. Well, at the Wagga show, just recently, I watched every single band play, and I'm lucky enough that I do the merch, and more often than not, the at the smaller to medium venues, the merch table is going to be in the band room. So I get to watch pretty much all the bands that we play with, ever when we tour. It's only on like some of the different kind of shows that, say like Fortitude Music Hall or something, where the merch is far away. I might not get to watch some of the bands as like I'd hoped, but for the most part, yeah, we try and watch a lot of the bands that we play with.
Yep, yep. I think that was the first time I saw you guys play live, actually, the Fortitude Music Hall with the In Heart's Wake, the Decade of
Yep,
Divination. I
that was a crazy
shot.
show.
Yeah, it was awesome. I shot that one, so that was a good time. I
Yep,
remember you guys killing it, and it was just, yeah, it was again the first time I'd listened, and I was just like, yep, awesome, sticking with this.
cool. Nah,
So,
cheers, man. Cheers.
and like I guess compared to the smaller venues, and then I class. Fortitude Music Hall, pretty large venue. So compared to those
Yeah.
small, very intimate ones, like, do you have a preference? Like, what stands out mostly for you?
Um, I like all sort of styles of venues. Personally, as a front man, it's not how many people are there; it's how many people are engaging. Because you could play to 10,000 people, but if they're all standing there with their arms crossed, like you kind of feel like, well, what are you doing there? You know, like no one
Yeah.
wants to see you. So I even enjoy still the ones that are the small ones, like 300 cap rooms. And if they're all going bananas, that's going to be just as rememberable for me as say playing, Max Watts or Fortitude or anything like that, on that level. So any spectrum of shows I'm down for as long as the people are there to watch our band and really participate in the show.
Yep. As long as everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You've got another one coming up. Is that the emo night, the AM/PM?
Yep.
Um, is that would be somewhat of a smaller venue?
Yeah, yeah. Some of the venues are really small, and I think it's because so emo night, it's just branching out from Sydney. They've been trying to branch out for a while, and so they hit us up, and now we're doing like a full East Coast run of their emo night sort of thing. So
Yep.
it kind of works hand in hand for us because we're releasing the album, so it works perfectly with our schedule. It works perfectly with their seventh birthday kind of run of shows. So and yeah, don't get me wrong, like they are small venues, but the AM/PM shows are nuts. Like it's wall to wall insanity. So I'm expecting nothing less than craziness.
So there's some of the things you see at the small shows though, like besides crazy dress ups and all that, but you've just seen some. What's the craziest thing you've seen off the top of your head?
Um, yeah. So what at an AM/PM show?
Any show. Let's go any show.
Okay. Well, at an AM/PM show, the craziest thing was like literally the whole lighting rig came down from people just hanging off the roof. That got a bit bananas, so we had to
Jeez.
stop the show for 20 minutes while it got set back up and fixed up. But I've been asked this question before, and the craziest thing I've ever seen was probably in the early days. We were playing a house show, and it just got so nuts that someone legit ran through a drip rock wall, like in the pit. Like he was. I don't know what was going on there, but he just was running and didn't stop and went through the wall. So
Hulking
that was
out.
nuts.
Jeez. Yeah, I try and though while you're talking there, thinking about crazy things I've seen at shows. I think Soundwave 2013 for me, craziest thing. Amity Affliction were playing, and someone snuck in flares, and they threw it, and it got stuck on the rooftop of what they were
I
playing,
remember
and the whole
this.
thing caught on fire. Like it was.
That I think that was for Bring Me the Horizon because I was there.
Oh right. Well, this was Amity, and I went to Sydney for that one. Yeah, 2013. It was just crazy. So obviously, Bring
Yeah,
Me the
right.
Horizon people as well. So it was
Yeah, it
just
was it was nuts. I do remember. Yeah, I do remember Soundwave being so hectic, and I think that was probably the best year as well with the stacked lineup.
definitely one to remember.
Yeah.
Are your fans at the moment? Are they going to get to see the new single "Hell Inside" played live? I'm sure they will.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. We played it on our last run of shows.
Yep.
And to this day, it's probably been the most hyped up song live that's been unheard from this band ever. Like, I couldn't believe, man. Like, it literally brought me to tears at the Wagga show. Like, seeing people just going absolutely nuts for this song that they've never even heard, and just bouncing around, bopping, and just, bro, it was just like something else. So that song to us now is already our favorite song to play live. Like, it's just, and now that it's out, I'm expecting that to be like
Even bigger.
even bigger.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
No, well, that's what you want, and it's going to go off for sure. And I
Yeah.
mean, it's trending real well. Tell us a bit about the song and how it came about.
Yeah, cool. So I'm pretty sure that song was written in the late of 2022. It had been worked on from Braids for a little bit, but he showed it to me, I think, when we were on tour with Void of Vision. We're at this like we're at this Airbnb that, if you can call it that, like this place was shot. It was crazy. Like we were just laughing at it the whole time. But the fact that it was so bad kind of brought us together, and we'd just hang out in the lounge room there and just show each other some demos. And when that song played, I was like, holy, like, what is this? Like, this needs to be a single, 100%. And that's when we started working on the song more in depth and just finalizing the structure, laying down a vocal hook and stuff like that. And those are like the few things that we look for in a Diamond Construct song. If it's going to work for us, it needs to have a banging riff, a nice vocal hook, and like that electronic sound as well. So it had all three of those things.
Yeah, awesome. And was there sort of a particular message you wanted to get out with it, or just go nuts?
The message, well, the message of that song, in particular, I mean, every song is different on Angel Killer Zero because it tells like a bit of a story about our lives. But that song in particular, and it's one of the only ones that we've kind of ever done, is about more of that relationship sort of stuff or feeling like you're not good enough for someone, whether that be, a parent or just anything between you and someone else. It's just about feeling like, when am I going to be good enough to be accepted? And I feel like the reason why it's going so well is because obviously the music is great for it, but the lyrical message is something that people can resonate with, which is really cool to see. So I'm enjoying the process.
Yeah, awesome. And I mean, songs that have the in-depth meaning from your side and for fans as well, like it really hits for a lot of people a lot of the time. So you find you enjoy songs a lot more that way.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
with I guess you personally, well, I guess as a band as well. Who do you guys like? Who did you listen to and draw inspiration from when you first sort of started? What got you
When we
into it?
first started the band,
Yeah, like who sort
yeah,
of gave you that? I want to do that.
yeah, for sure. So probably our first thing would have been Parkway Drive DVD. That was the biggest thing for us. We wanted to be in a band, but our dad, Braids and I, our dad is a guitar teacher, and he always had young bands coming through the guitar school and showing us their CDs and stuff. And we just kind of thought, oh, they must be famous. They've got their own CD. But, they were playing to 10, 20, 30 people at a local show, but we just thought they were superstars. So we wanted to do that too. And, we got into the heavy scene quite early. Like our parents were into it. So our favorite bands growing up would have been like Korn, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, like the new metal era. Then we moved into metalcore, and then obviously we followed into the gent thing. And by then we were kind of, old enough to start a band, I guess, just in high school, and we kind of followed on from that. And ever since then, we've just been trying to be unique to ourselves and create our own sound. So it's been a real fun journey.
Yeah, definitely. And now I do like to ask if Diamond Construct could collab with any artist. I know you've already told me your favorite band, so that might be a sneaky answer. But alive or not, who would you collab with for a song?
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I had an answer there until you said alive or not. Um,
You can answer one
so
and the other. You can answer both.
okay. So I'll start with alive. And now I guess in the modern day, if something were to happen, I'd probably pick like a rapper who's doing something within the trap metal kind of thing that would fit our sound. So anyone like Ghostmane, Scarlord, Hoya, Suicide Boys. I'd love to work with those artists one day, if
Yep.
we ever get to a point where they could acknowledge us. But if it was like a dream come true, I'd probably say Chester Bennington. That would be just absolutely crazy. He's got the best voice probably ever
Yep.
in our
Agreed.
genre of music. So yeah, I'd just be like, dude, just do the whole album.
Yeah. We'll just stand and watch. It's fine. It's our album,
Yeah,
but
it's
you just
cool.
sing it.
You just sing it, bro. It's all good.
No, totally agree. Hands down, my favorite of all time, and that's why I traveled to Sydney to see Soundwave because I missed out on Brisbane tickets. So to
Yeah, there
to
you
see
go.
them that one last time was yes,
Yeah,
pretty special.
that was
Um,
definitely something special.
yeah, but again, you guys, it's awesome what you're doing. You've got a bit coming up. Is there anything sneaky in the works other than obviously the album, a few tours?
So we've just got this AMPM run coming up, and then at the end of the year, sort of in the last quarter, we're organising at the moment the possibility of doing the Angel Killer Zero headline tour. So that'll be like solely dedicated to the album, and hopefully by then people will know the songs well enough to come along and do all the sing-alongs and stuff like that. So that'll be happening. It's just working out the kinks right now, but in the meantime, we're always writing demos. I think we've already got 20 or maybe even more sort of demos that we're working on. So, and they're already shaping up to be better than this.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
they're just in their demo phase. So it's really exciting. We're always excited to create new music. It's hard as an artist to um, be excited about some stuff you've written 3 years ago, but we're still really excited about Angel Killer Zero coming out and seeing it make waves, and we want to do it justice. So, yeah,
Yeah, awesome. And that's what you want. You want that sort of that motivation to just keep going, keep doing more and more, and
yeah.
yeah, have that drive. And again, you guys are doing absolutely epic, so it's really paying off.
Cheers,
Um,
man.
but yeah, well, again, Kynan, thanks for joining us today. We'll wrap it up there for us. We've going to have
Yep,
all the links down below to the single, the album, and yeah, hopefully we see you soon on tour. And yeah, we'll catch the
cool.
Everblack podcast there, shining.
Cool. Thanks, man. Well,
There
thanks
we
for
go.
your time tonight. It's been really good to chat.
Yep, you too, buddy. Have a good one.